Hello and Happy New Year! In this month's 2-minute update, we're going to go through a few things, and the first one's going to be flooding. Why would we talk about flooding in the middle of the winter? Well, believe it or not, the middle of the winter is the time that we get the calls on the most amount of flooding. What happens is the pipes in the building freeze, they end up crushing down and flooding. This doesn't matter which floor of which building you're at. We have had clients in the 10th, 12th, 15th, 20th story of a building get flooded because of frozen pipes. So make sure that your computers are off the ground, make sure your servers are off the ground, and that there's a protection layer, something, typically a desk or something like that, in case the water comes down. But mostly make sure that you're ready to work remotely in case that does happen. Because again, believe it or not, this is the biggest time of year that we get called for people not being able to go to the office for weeks and weeks on end because of a flood. Next thing I want to talk about is our cybersecurity insurance webinar. So basically what we're going to do is in our quarterly cybersecurity webinars, we're going to break them up into bits and chunks. This quarter, we're actually very excited. We're going to help you with your cybersecurity insurance policy. This is a question we get a lot from clients, so we figured we'd spend a whole webinar just on filling out that cybersecurity insurance form. Keep an eye out for that date coming up. Next thing I want to remind you again, I know I've done it several times, but it's really important that you know this. Microsoft is still adamant about changing their licensing program for Office 365. Right now it looks like a definite price increase across the board. They're going to have some different options for them, which some of them are very flawed. We're going to have a totally different video segment that's going to break down the whole Microsoft licensing structure. So keep an eye out for that. Just an FYI. Prices are going to increase on March 1st. Right now, Microsoft has not changed that plan at all, so keep an eye out for it. Next thing I want to let you know is that we are going to be updating our patching policy on Workstation. So you might see this a little bit more with your users. We used to defer the patches a little bit longer. We're starting to shrink that window down, and what we're planning on doing is basically more and more critical patches are getting released at a more instantaneous need. So basically we want to make sure that your workstation is patched as soon as possible. So we're going to start decreasing that delay window for patching the workstations. Last thing I want to talk about, one of the things that we are thinking about doing is a fun contest that's going to have to do with the Super Bowl and having squares on the Super Bowl and picking them out and have prizes. So keep an eye out for that from Jen in our marketing department to send that along. Absolutely free of charge. So, and we think it'll be something really fun. So keep an eye out for that. That is all I have. I hope you have an amazing day.